10, Emily Desprospero. And the top 8. 8th place, Rebecca Conop. 7th, Madison Smith. 6th, Brooke Lazzotti. 5th, Sarah Eliason. 4th, Sophia Kapla. 3rd, Mary Grace King. 2nd, Meredith Stewart. And in first place for the girls, 11 and 12, 500-yard freestyle with a time of 5 minutes, 6.35 seconds with Tiger Aquatics, Abby Dunford. And now for the boys, 11 and 12, 500-yard freestyle awards. In 24th place, Code Podorski. 23rd, Morgan Sloan. 22, Nicholas Rhodes. 21, Eric Lambert. 20, Stephen McDonald. 19, Anderson Church. 18, Kevin Obachi. 17, Nicholas Myers. 16, Linus Ament. 15, Eric Staggs. 14, Isaac Sherman. 13, Alan Chu. 12, Timothy Murphy. 11, Jameson Vanderloo. 10, Nolan Dunkel. 9, Ethan McMillan. The top 8. 8th place, Calix McCormick. 7th, Chris Sauk. 7th, Chris Sauk. 6th, Liam Sabruni. 5th, Fletcher Bouts. 4th, Devin Dilger. 3rd, Eduardo Santana. 2nd, Jaden Heinlein. And in first place for the boys, 11 and 12, 500-yard freestyle with a time of 5 minutes, 0.91 seconds with Great Lakes Sailfish, Ben Davis. Now for the girls, 13-14, 200-yard freestyle. 24th place, RLI Walker. 23rd, Brooke Haig. 22nd, Madison So. 21, Rachel Bello. 20, Isabella Lajewski. 19, Olivia Yu. 18, Nisa Ellis. 17, Lillian Devereaux. 16th place, Marin Kanzi. 15, Catherine Hallmark. 14, Kevin Gormson. 13, Lydia Palmer. 12, Dana Witt. 11, Tia Thomas. 10, Emily Treshman. 9th, Tess Howley. And your top 8. 8th place, Alexandra Wagner. 7th, Lucy Malays. 6th, Sophia Karras. 5th, Allison Frenska. 4th, Ann Bean. 3rd, Margaret Ackerley. 2nd, Erin Gimmel. And in first place for the girls, 13-14, 200-yard freestyle with a time of 1 minute, 50.11 seconds. New record with Nation's Capital Swim Club, Paige McKenna. And now the awards for the boys, 13-14, 200-yard freestyle. In 24th place, David Yoon. 23rd, Ian Donahue. 22nd, Riley Austin. 21, Matthew Beeler. 20, Nathan Phillips. 19, Alvin Tsai. 18, Tyson Tucci. 17, Andrew Eliason. Sixteenth place, McGrath Marsh. 15th, Ryan Strebar. 14, Griffin Schmel. 13, Ethan Cito. 12, Jason Hernandez Fuentes. 11, Sean Santos. 10th, Ethan Doudna. 9, Giovanni Litcher. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Alec Filipovic. 7th, Christopher Richardson. 6th, Michael D'Amelio. 5th, Joe Hayburn. 4th, Connor Smith. 3rd, Cole Greenberg. 2nd, Aubin Nugent. And in first place for the boys, 13-14, 200-yard freestyle with a time of 1 minute, 42.62 seconds. New record with Team Ole, Michael Cooper.
Way to go, Coop. Impressive swim indeed. Sid Cassidy back here with Alex Daner, and we are now getting into the 11-year-old girls in event 65, the 200-yard breaststroke. You see them on your screen. Kaylee, Makani, Machina, Rachel, Isla, Caroline, Amelia, and Avery. 200 yards of breaststroke for these young ladies that are 11. The fastest one this morning was Rachel Kravstov. She's from Glenbrook Aquatics in Illinois. Rachel went at 2:41, and all the girls finished within 7 seconds of each other. So at this age, 11-year-old, I got a few 11-year-old girls that are just learning how to do 200s, but not at this level. I mean, this is pretty good, pretty good times already.
Yeah, 200s for the 11 and 12s is kind of a scary moment for them, learning how to swim a 200, pace a 200, execute a strategy for a 200, and then...
You remember the first time you did a 200?
I try not to.
I remember my first long course one because I left Kinston, North Carolina, and we drove all the way to Greensboro, and it was a big invitational meet. And man, I got a 5th place. I said, oh, I must be a distance guy, because I was like, wow, well, I didn't get ribbons and anything else. These girls are all pretty close together. Turning just in first is Rachel. She's 35.98, but there's 6, 7 girls right next to her.
Watching these breaststrokes, one of the best pieces of advice I've ever heard is breaststroke is won in the spaces in between the stroke. So on your screen, when you see them pop up, that's not where they're picking up speed. Everything is done under the water here, right at the surface. They get their head up, get their breath, and get their arms through. But all of their work done is when they're in that streamlined body position, arms out in front, legs straight behind them. That's where
in lane 2 from the Islanders, that's Makani Lamb. She did a nice job when you were describing that, Alex. And who said that? That's an excellent piece of advice. It's what is in between the stroke. I like that. Bob Madsen, my old coach, would always call it a stress and rest. You have to stretch, streamline, and give the muscles a little bit of rest there. But
breaststroke has a lot to do with timing. A lot of neurological timing that goes into it. There's got to be that rest. A really explosive stroke takes the most muscles out of any stroke.
The most resistant, certainly, because of the rules, and these girls are doing a great job. You've got lane 2, lane 4. Over there in lane 7, Miss Chen, Amelia Chen from Nova, another great program. She went a 41.7 there. She was the only girl on the third 50 that got under 42, so she's making a move here. Rachel in the center of the pool still held a slight lead. This last turn's pretty critical.
We'll start to see them pick up their tempo here a little bit. That's all right if they hold on to water while they do it.
Very important. You don't want to just start slipping. Lane 3 making a good move as well. That's Mychina Generali from the Condors.
Great finish.
And boy, she timed it just right. Nice, 40.3 on the end, 239.9. Outstanding. That's just good coaching right there, that's all. Well, the little girl might have done a little bit of it work too. Excellent swim for all those young ladies. Look, everybody, you know, is going faster than this morning. They all dropped big time, big time. So the B heat's up next. You see their names on your screen: Stella, Gianna, Samantha, Emily, Emma Kate, Hayden, Emma, and Riley. Lane 1 is the lane closest to us and closest to our cameras. Lane 8, you'll see when we go to our side view, is down at the, I guess it would be the eastern end of the pool, somewhat northeastern. All the warm-up lanes down there. Sea heat climbing out. Hear the 3 short whistles, means get ready, get ready. And then when they do the long whistle, these athletes are trained. They know that means step up on the block and place your feet. So 2:35.25 was the fastest time turned in for this group of young ladies. That's lane 4 and Emily Cantor, who is also Nova of Virginia. She just watched her 11-year-old teammate with a great swim come back and win a close heat, and she is out smooth and strong. Lane 8 maybe, Riley Fried from Long Island. Fried, I before E, Fried. I'm going to ask their coach. Ginny Nussbaum's a great coach. She brings these age groupers in. Cantor's out with a 33.90.
You've been coaching breaststroke a little bit longer than I have, but getting out fast in the 200 breaststroke, how fast do you need to be out? You need to be relaxed. We talked about being relaxed earlier in the freestyle, but in the 200 breaststroke, how fast do you really need to be going out in order to keep that time under that 40-second barrier that they're trying to do right here?
Well, for this age and for these girls, and you know, certainly for Emily in the lead there, she just went a 38.3. She's 112, and it's different, but the one thing about going out fast in breaststroke, and it's a little different than freestyle. Freestyle and backstroke are called your long axis strokes, and you kind of grind them. Butterfly and breaststroke, because it's bilateral, you're looking at more of a stress and rest, the power, the pump, the rhythm. I like to see them, you know, finish the kick before they start the pull. It's one of my cues. I really try to tell them, finish that kick before you, so stay in your streamline and reach until that kick, the heels are together. Then they should not be brought together, right? Coach Bob taught me well. 38.5, 150.8 for Emily, and she seems to be walking away with this one. She was 2:35 this morning, will definitely be faster than that tonight.
Great racing in that lane 5 there.
Yep.
Great racing though for that second place, not letting her get too far away from her.
Oh no. 2:28.89 with a 38 flat. And that would have been good enough for second place this morning. There's second place, and only from the live wires. Very good swim for Emma Kate as well to get the second. She drops. They all did a nice job. Championship finalists will be walking out. another interesting song from Bridget Yee. It's a little funky. I like it.
Swimming in lane 1 with Ultimate Swimming, Burlington Bocos. Lane 2 with Nature's Capital for Listening Yetter. Lane 3 with Wave Aquatics, Hope Wagoner. Lane 5 with Arlington Aquatic, Catherine Hughes. Lane 6 with Rockville Montgomery, Anna Lee. Lane 7 with Long Island Aquatic, Kaylee Simons. And lane 8 with Point Aquatics, Sophia Kepla. And in lane 4, your top seed with Long Island Aquatic, Bridget Yee.
There she is, Bridget Yee. She's had a great meet, Alex. And when you see the timing, talk about breaststroke timing. The Long Island coaches have a real gem here, and she'll swim just about anything, but breaststroke is really a strong suit for her.
I noticed in your JOs, you guys have 200s for the 11, 12s as well. I've been in Florida swimming my whole life, and we don't do the 200s at 11 and 12.
Well, we added them when USA Swimming did a few years back, and I understand the philosophy. I mean, we still want kids to have fun and play here, and believe me, Bridget is having fun and playing. Look, she's having fun with that 31.3 on the way out. I think it is critical.
Second and a half faster than she was this morning going out.
Yeah, she has the rhythm down and grabbing the water and pulling. I think it's important for young people to at least be exposed. Now, at 11 and 12, we're still asking kids to play water polo, and we do it through high school. I mean, I think you could burn these kids out at 9, 10, 11, 12 if you're not careful.
Yeah.
35.5, 106.8. And that's always been one of the knocks on USA Swimming programs around the recreational leagues and whatnot. They're like, oh, don't go over there now. But we really preach excellence in terms of technique, and also what we were talking about earlier is the health of the young people goes way beyond just how strong they are, how fast they do a 100 fly. It has to do with them assimilating into society in an appropriate manner, working as a team, setting goals, and failing. Failing, it's very important for them to fail. Bridget is not going to fail here, though. She's a 37.4, 144.2. She is holding on to first, second place. Hughes, that's Catherine Hughes from the Arlington Aquatic Club, Potomac Valley.
One thing I always tell my kids is it's always lonely at the top. If you've noticed some of these A finals, there's somebody who's always out there ahead, not afraid to be alone, not afraid to be confident. And there's always somebody who's trying to answer that call, always trying to catch up, and the heat will start to close on them as well. But never be afraid to be great.
Well, this is a great swim for Bridget Yee, Long Island Aquatic Club, 2:23.34, a new record. She erases Academy Bullets Madeline Wennig's 2:24.4 from 2 years ago. And that's an excellent little cap to the end of the girls' 200 breaststroke. You can see everyone's time there. Not bad, not too bad. So we'll move on to the 11-year-old boys doing the 200 breaststroke. Right on your screen, William, Matthew, Tyler, Alexandru Cuckoo. He is top seed out of this group. We've seen him a few times this week already, doing a great job for the Sailfish. He's at 2:36.18 this morning, just ahead of Wesley Lee, who went 2:36.6. Then you have Thomas, Michael, and Ethan over there on the far side.
The 11-year-old age is a really tough transition for a lot of kids, so girls and boys side, making that move into the 11 and 12 age group. See a bunch of different height differences here, size differences.
Yeah, it is. It's interesting. And the young guy here, is Alexandru. He's a little grinder. Wait till you see him go here. He is a tough one, man. He's won a few heats at night already this week. Puts his heart in it. And you're right, because if you're 4'7", you might have a totally different body than if you're 5'6", you know? And that's what happens when you're 11 and 12 sometimes, you know? A little more challenging for some of them, but Alexandru's fighting it in lane 5 next to him. That's Wesley Lee. Oh, so tight at the first 50, 33.7 and 33.9. It's a 200, guys. And you see, they're just going after it already. I love it.
Love to see that, especially 11-year-olds attacking the 200s like that. Not being afraid of them. I know I was afraid for a very long time too.
Well, dealing with fear, it's another great thing in athletics, and certainly there's, you know, we're a little bit biased here, but we believe that swimming is one of the greatest. You know, in our NCSA group, you know, we've had so many great ones come through this pool and come through our meets and our program. You know, we were talking about it, just the coaches at lunch, and there were some guys that really were remembering some of the great swimmers we've had in years past. Some of them that come to my memory are Missy Franklin, Simone Manuel, Jack Conger, Olivia Smoglia, Rachel Bootsma, of course, Katie Ledecky.
Townley Haas.
Yeah. And who was the IMer out for Cal Berkeley last night? 200 IMer. He swam for NCAP.
Andrew Seliscar?
Yep, Seliscar was here as well. Yeah, 152.2, 39.6 for Wesley Lee, who's just taken off on that third 50. And you see what you talked about, the nice stretch and the timing. These young guys, who knows, one of them may end up on an Olympic podium one day. You know, they all have to come from somewhere. Wesley Lee sure looks like that's in his dream package.
Got to keep dreaming, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They'll get there.
And Wesley,
great finish here.
This morning, Wesley's time was a 36, and tonight it's a 31. Pretty impressive drop. 231.70 to win the C final and earn some more points for his Rockville Montgomery Swim Club. There's everyone's times. And we'll move on to the B final. B final, Anakin, Nathaniel, Daniel, Allen, Vizine. That's actually Daniel Vizine Esquivel. But he only ended up as Vizine on your screen. Maybe it's like, you know, like Cher or one of those one name. It's just Vizine. That might be him. But Daniel R. Vizine Esquivel from the Maverick Swim Club. We're in a tight battle with them. Ben Davis is in 6. Eduardo and Adriano are in 7 and 8. These boys will be doing some battle. And they are off. All 12-year-olds except for lane 8, Adriano Ariotti. He's an 11-year-old. Made it into the B final by finishing between 9th and 16 this morning. Alan Chu is in the center of the pool. He is the fastest out of this group this morning. He went 2:30.6. And
I think Adriano might be second or third here at the turn. 11-year-old taking it out with him.
Yeah.
Second.
Lane 8, that's our 11-year-old, but lane 5, that's Vizine. With the Daniel has a little bit of a lead. And we get a lot of Chicago teams. We get a lot of teams from Illinois, a lot of teams from the Midwest, because you know what happens every March up there? every March in Jersey.
4 nor'easters.
Yeah, it's just not nice. Believe me, they love coming down to this complex. Daniel turns at the 100, 109.47. And it is Adriano out there in lane 8 from Rockville. He's 111 in second position. But yeah, it's crazy. They've been coming here. You know, we've been coming to this facility in the spring since 2003. The NCSA was started in the turn of this millennium because USA Swimming dropped 18 and under junior nationals. And Bob Gillette, our founder and spiritual father, still leading us from the skies above as Daniel hits 147, 37.8. Still pretty strong. A couple guys maybe getting close, but he has such a lead. But we've given back so much. You know, we talked about the trip to Ireland. In about 12 days, we're fully funding 62 people to go over there and talk about gaining great experience.
On an international scale, something that these kids won't get or have a very small opportunity to receive.
Well, it was very competitive last week, and believe me, there were a lot of hearts broken and a lot of people made it. But Daniel Vizine Esquivel, 2:25.77. He broke a few hearts in that heat. Adriana was Ariotti, 2:29.3. So you got an 11-year-old boy dropped 6 seconds and got under 30.
Nice job.
Not bad.
Good swim.
There's everybody's times. Oh, yep, they're holding up. Beautiful.
The Ireland trip, top 2 from each event were selected. Talk about the selection process, just like at Olympic trials.
We mirrored the Olympic trials, took the alternates in the 100 and 200 free, and here come the champions. Great experience walking out from the ready room.
Swimming in lane 1 with snow swimming, Jameson Vanderloo, lane 2 with Condor Swim, Joseph Coleman, lane 3 with Ultimate Swimming, Jeffrey Hu, lane 5 with Hudson Explorer, Alexander Gallagher, lane 6 with Rockville Montgomery, Harrison Posh, lane 7 with Nova, Virginia, Craig Bowman, lane 8 with Nova, Virginia, Thomas Harney, and in lane 4, your top seed with Maverick Swim Club, Jaden Gamilla.
That's right, Jaden is back. Gamilla from the Mavericks. We're having a big night tonight. And good reaction there. Jaden in the center of your pool went 224.35. And just to his left in lane 5 and taking it out very quickly, Alexander Gallagher from the Hudson Explorer Aquatic team, HEAT. He's bringing the heat early. On his other side in lane 6, that's Harrison Quatch from Rockville.
31.2 going out, fastest so far tonight.
Oh, without question, this heat, these guys want to get it. But I'll tell you, Jaden looks very secure in his style and nice and long there in the center of the pool.
Little look there.
Yeah, he's not going to let those guys get too far away. You know, he is certainly starting to stretch and reach into his own stroke, pulling even now. In the white cap is Jaden Alexander in the blue cap.
Harrison out there in lane 6.
Yep.
Making his move.
Nice turn for Jaden Gamilla, Maverick Swim. Very nice. He went 35.6 on that second 50. Nobody else went that fast.
We talk about the importance of the third 50, but the setup into the third 50. How much speed do you have going into that third 50 is how much you're going to carry through that. Let's see how well he did.
Absolutely. Stretches into it. 36.7. So he's still holding it under 37s. And this morning his time was 2:24. The record here is 2:18.83 by Dominic D'Amico of Empire. And I don't think that Gamia's going to be quite in that range. He could get down in the low 20s. That's a pretty impressive swim for a 12-year-old, 218. But it's pretty impressive right here. Jaden Gamia coming in for the finish. Set this one up. 2:20.77. Second place. Rockville's Harrison Quach. Nice. There's everyone's times.
And Alexander Gallagher took third.
Well, that'll bring up a new event, the 100 butterfly. If you're reading your screen, you already know that. And you know that Clara, Joyce, Nisa, Eleanor, Rin, Lillian, Kevin, and Madison.
Reminder, these girls are all 13 years old, and the C final is 13 and only.
Yep, it is. It's really important that they get a chance to swim this 100-yard event. And fastest Eleanor's son was 59.86. 3 of these girls were under a minute as 13-year-olds. 100 butterfly. And I'll bet we see more than 3 in this heat go. See light up the number 5. It was always such a big deal. See that 5 instead of a 1. You're just like, yes, I'm under, yes.
Breaking barriers are what it's all is about. I mean, anybody ever think somebody was going to go under 18? And they go
Caleb Dressel.
17.3?
No, first he went 17.8, then he went 17.6, then he went 17.3 on a relay. And maybe he inspired Miss Ellis here because Nisa is out fast. 26.51, lane 3. Lane 4, though, you see the big hips coming up out of Eleanor's son. She's making a charge.
Last 25 here, see if they can close the race.
Oh yeah. Well, these are teammates, so they know each other. Certainly at the end, it is Ellis, Nisa Ellis. Her time, 58.10. You see all the times? Yes, 6 out of 8 got under. Oh, that's a great night. Look up there, these girls are happy. We'll move into the B heat. The B heat, of course, those who finished 9th to 16th this morning for 13 and 14-year-old girls, 100 butterfly. You'll see them there. Tia's back. She jumped right back. Didn't have a lot of time to get her award and swim down. Lindsay, Hannah, Allison. There's Erin. A lot of these girls are back again. Catherine, Olivia, and Erin Langenberg out of Nova. Talked about Aaron Gemmel. This whole group, 58.80 for Allison Fenska in the center of the pool from the Wahoos. And the whole heat's within 7 or 8 tenths of a second this morning. So anybody could win this.
A lot of these girls are on second swims of the night, 4th, 5th swim of the day. We talk about one race at a time, but we don't sometimes take a second to look at what's going on with all these kids. 8 days, 2 events a day, swimming multiple races.
And then relays. Well, Allison looks like she's mentally and physically prepped going out in the 26.79. The Jersey Wahoo. I'm sure she's a Philly Eagles fan, boy. It's But the
I'm a Jags fan, so.
Well, that's okay. They had a good year. But she is now giving way. When you look at lane 3, that's certainly from Nation's capital finishing strong. Hannah Arndt.
57 out there.
57.73. Allison takes the second. You see everybody's time there. Well, here come the championship finals. And some more happy music.
Swimming in lane 1 with Tulsa Aquatic, Lauren Malinowski. Lane 2 with Maverick Swim Club, Paige Collins. Lane 3 with Long Island Aquatic, Joni Cash. Lane 5 with City of Richards, Sophia Todd. Lane 6 with Academy Bullets, Sarah Limbu. Lane 7 with Stafford Aquatics, Marissa Ross. Lane 8 with Nation's Capital, Catherine Hallmark. And lane 4, your top seed with Rockville Montgomery, Abby Carr.
You see her there. That was Abby shaking her arms out, getting ready. You know, they all seem to have a certain protocol, like a certain dance. What do you tell your swimmers? What are they supposed to do behind the blocks now?
It depends on the athlete. Some of them get a little bit more nervous than others. It just kind of depends. I've got a little dance that I do whenever I see my kids getting nervous, and they'll do it too. So they're laughing and they're relaxed behind the blocks. Try to help them get into that fast but relaxed part of their stroke.
Pretty cool. I like that. See, Coach dance. We'll all dance and chill out a little bit. Very tight. Abby Carr gets in with a 25.80, just 2/10 ahead of Cash and Todd. They're both right there on either side of her. Sophia Todd, City of Richardson, Joni Cash in 3, Long Island. But in the center of the pool, Abby Carr, Rockville Montgomery, came off that wall strong, and boy, she looks like she's going to leave a mark here too. 54.51, a new meet record. She broke Catherine Muller's record from the Academy Bullets, set 2 years ago. Outstanding swim for the field.
2-second drop from this morning. So getting that fast, it's hard to drop that much time.
It is. Well, Sophia also dropped under the record and dropped under 55. A couple of girls going 54 right here. That's a good night. 54 and 100 fly at 14. That'll work. That'll work. So we see the boys 100 butterfly now. The 13-year-olds will be up first in the C final. Justin, Jason, Ian, Alexander, Nicholas, Alvin, and Andrew. All the 13-year-olds, 56.22 from Ian Donahue, Point Aquatics in lane 4.
Got teammates here in lanes 1, 2, and 3. It's just going to be like practice for them.
Well, Rockville, pretty big team, one of the largest teams in the country, and great supporters of the NCSA for many years. Under the direction of the great Riley Eaton, who still serves us well. He was here all last week, throwing his efforts together to help us get that Ireland team out of here. Lane 3 with an early lead. That's Jason Hernandez Fuentes, the fastest of those Rockville guys this morning.
We might see a 54, 55 out of here. See how well he finishes his last 25.
Well, he went 25.7, and he sure seems to be strong here. Right next to him is Ian, but it's going to be Hernandez Fuentes, first place with a 54.63. Ian also getting under that 55. Some very good swims for the first heat. They look happy. See guys smiling. Maybe it's because, okay, good, that was the last butterfly race, I'm done.
That's what it's all about, though. That's why we're here. See these kids smile and enjoy what they do.
It sure is. So we got 8 more that we'll get to watch. Reese, Vincent, Connor, Justin, John, Michael, Maxwell, and McGrath. One 13-year-old in the bunch out in lane 8, McGrath Marsh. He went 56.03. The fastest guy was 55.38 in lane 4. So you're talking about less than 7/10.
Sport is getting so dense. Last week we were here and there was 4 ties in a heat of seed times, another 4 in the next heat, 2 heats after that, another 4 people all tied.
Absolutely, and boy, these guys look like they're all about tight. You know, 1 through 8, pretty tight. Might be over there in 5, 6, 8, 2. Lane 2 it is. Smith from Academy Bullets. He went 25-1-0. Vincent Smith, the 14-year-old from the Chicago area. I don't know about that turn though. Took a little while getting around, and looks like lane number 5 wasn't messing. That's John Polito from the Jersey Wahoos. He came off that wall as man on a mission. 53.82. You can see his second 50. He went 28.5, and that's good enough to win that heat. And a very good swim in and of itself, with the championship finalists heading this way.
Swimming in lane 1 with Rockville Montgomery, Andrew Elias in lane 2 with St. Charles, Alec Filipovic, lane 3 with Ole, Aubin Nugent, lane 5 with Mid-Wisconsin, William Hand, lane 6 with Academy Bullets, Diego Paria, lane 7 with Nation's Capital, Joshua Wilson, lane 8 with Nation's Capital, David Fitch, and your top seed from Mid-Wisconsin, Samuel Bork.
All right, I am so jacked for this race, Alec. These guys here, Hayon in 5, Bork in 4, teammates from Mid-Wisconsin, have been lighting it up. The 200 fly was crazy. This guy, and Bork's been so tough. The record here is 50.82 from Rose Bowl Aquatics 2016 performance out of Daniel Sirkin. But you see how quick that Bork gets out? Bam. Look at him. And he's 14. His teammate William Hayon in 5 is only 13, and he is 22.79. You think he's inspired? I know these young guys, they got to be looking at Caleb and getting inspired with those swims and dreaming like, this is my chance to get on a webcast. I'm going to get out there and show these guys. And Samuel Bork has been nothing but entertaining and excellent this week in this pool. He touches first, 49.33. 49.
I've got chills right now. I'm covered.
Crushed the record. Wow. His 13-year-old teammate, 51.1 for the silver out of William Hayon. Man, those guys. There's everybody's time. Some outstanding times. 14, 13. Oof. Awards.
In 24th place, Kaylee Dennis. 23rd, Avery Kleisch. 22, Issa Bartholomew. 21, Amelia Chen. 20, Caroline Struby. 19, Makani Lamb. 18, Rachel Kratzoff. 17, Machina Generelli. Sixteenth place, Stella Nolan. 15, Hayden Wong. 14, Emma Stevens. 13, Samantha Kane. 12th, Gianna Capello. 11, Riley Freed. 10, Emma Kate Zanoli. 9, Emily Kantner. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Sophia Kapla. 7th place, Kaylee Simons. 6th, Burlington Bokos. 5th, Felicity Yetter. 4th, Hope Wagoner. 3rd, Anna Lee. 2nd, Catherine Hughes. And in first place for the girls, 11-12, 200-yard breaststroke with a time of 2 minutes, 23.34 seconds. New record with Long Island Aquatic, Bridget Yee. Up next, the boys, 11-12, 200-yard breaststroke awards. In 23rd place, Ethan Noose. 22, William Weber. 21, Matthew Zhao. 20, Alexandru Kuku. 19, Michael O'Connell. 18, Tomas Adomatis. 17, Wesley Lee. In 16th place, Nathaniel Harris. 15, Anakin Fisher. 14, Eduardo Ringifo. 13, Ben Davis. 12, Daniel Wang. 11, Alan Chu. 10, Adriano Ariati. 9th, Daniel Vizan Esquivel. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Thomas Farney. 7th place, Jameson Vanderloo. 6th place, Jeffrey Ho. 5th place, Craig Bowman. 4th place, Joseph Coleman. 3rd place, Alexander Gallagher. 2nd place, Harrison Quash. And in 1st place for the boys, 11-12, 200-yard breaststroke with a time of 2 minutes, 20.77 seconds with Maverick Swim Club, Jaden Gamilla. Catch all the live streaming action on takeitlive.tv, takeitlive.tv. This is
Okay, we are back. Boy, that was exciting, huh? We lost some power here for a while. Everything through the starter. Action Jackson now giving us the rundown as we enter. This being event number 68. I'm sorry, 69. The 11 and 12 girls 50 butterfly. Down and back. Brianna, Ellie, Beatrice, Hannah, Burlington, Maggie, Gabriella, and Rachel.
Not a whole lot of time for anything really here. You got to get in, get up, and get going.
Yeah, Mr. Powell told me get down there as fast as you can and come back faster. And what a touch at the finish. Stewart, swimming unattached, 28.83. Beatrice Stewart. Beatrice, she trains with the sailfish, not attached yet, but she came down here with them. Look how close all those girls were. Those were our 11-year-olds, and now we will be moving into the B final of the 50 fly. You'll see their names right there in front of you. Catherine, Nakisha, Megan, Praise, Ava, Bailey, Natalie, and Christine. And they're in the water. Nice, long, strong live. We have a lane 3 actually was a medical scratch. Our girl from the Jersey Wahoos, we heard from the ref. Lane 4 was our fastest swim of the morning. That's Praise Ogadbe. But leading the way, look at 6 and 8 at the touch. Rackley.
7-0, Rackley.
Bailey Racky. Bailey Racky is from the West Swim Club in Illinois. And
A final here.
there's the times. Okay, this is down and back. Fastest swimmer this morning, you just heard. Katarina Schneider, she's in 4. The West Swim Club. It's one of our girls here, Alex, right in lane 3, Aspen Gersper. Great story we were talking about last night. She's in 3, Aspen's in 3, Katarina in 4, Amanda in 5. Oh, it's going to be tight. I see Aspen making a move, but any one of these 4 or 5 girls, what about lane 6?
Touch. Who times it the best?
Oh,
hey, Aspen!
26.64. Aspen Gersper by a 10th. Great little finish there. A little short stroke, kind of a la Michael Phelps. And you remember the greatest 100 fly finish of all time. Your old roommate, Quinn Cassidy, our coach, age group head, was there, right there at Beijing. We were right on the finish line when Phelps touched out Kavik with that kind of short little stroke. Maybe he taught that.
Her?
He must have taught. Yeah, I'll bet that. I'll bet that is the case. And that was a fine finish for the championship final, and here is the 11-year-old boys. We have Graham, Nathan, Henry, Eric, Brian, Timothy, Brian, and Luke all in the water.
I may be a little biased, but I've been watching your results from last weekend, and I'm pretty sure that was right on or just as good as her previous 50 fly, which is really good for 8 days of racing.
She's a tough one.
Here we go. Boys
All
finishing
right.
here.
Lane 4, Lambert, Eric Lambert from Nova. Touches first with a 27.76. Some good times across the board there.
I'm not a huge fan of the breath on the last stroke.
No.
Some people it works, but I'm not a huge fan
I don't
of
know.
it.
These guys, yeah, you want to put your head down and finish, I think, is the way to go. And we'll see what this B heat does. And start and finish wise, we've got Craig, Diego, Nolan, Morgan, Eduardo, Alexander, James, and Daniel is back. Vizine Esquivel. B heat.
It's interesting to see a lot of breaststrokers in the butterfly events as well. Talking about that short axis timing. My coach always told me I had to be a dancer.
A dancer?
If I wanted to swim short axis strokes.
Wow, look at the outside, lane 7 and 8 at the touch, lane 3. It is lane 3, Dunkel. Nolan Dunkel out of Arlington Aquatics gets the victory of the B heat, 26.81.
All about the rhythm. All about the rhythm.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, this is. And here come the 8 fastest. It's a good song. Okay, thank you, Jackson, for that introduction. You see Mr. Lee from NCAP. He was the fastest guy. 26.27 this morning for Lee, but boy, they're out there. Look at these guys. Maybe lane 5, I don't know. That's Jaden, he's back. Jaden Gamia. Oh boy.
Be close in the middle.
And it is Gamia. Gamia takes that victory, 25.81.
All coming down to just the timing of those last couple strokes. Learning how to anticipate your walls and time it up. You win the touch out just like that.
Okay. So we finish the 50 butterflies and we go to the 50 backstrokes. Again,
down and back, fast and faster, right?
That's right. Old Mr. Powell. He said,
Powell.
what? It was my first time moving up from 8 where we always swam 25s. I was 9, I had to do a 50. And he said, don't you worry about it, son. You just get down that other end of the pool as fast as you can and come on back a little bit faster. And I looked at him and scratched my head and I was like, okay, I'll get down there as fast as I can, but man, I'm not sure how to get back faster than I can. I love that advice. Bill Powell swam, his dad, Kay Powell, Judy Powell. It was her dad in Kinston, North Carolina. I got that advice somewhere in the early to mid 60s, I want to say. I was 8 or 9 years old. Here go the girls, Alexandra, Kiera, Amanda, Erin, Marin, Catherine, Gabrielle, and Emilia. Young Aaron Gemmel, the fastest 13-year-old this morning with a 28.46.
Correct me if I'm mistaken, this is her third race tonight?
Third race tonight. They're allowed 10 in the meet, 3 per day max.
Good tempo on Aaron in the middle, but watch out lane 7 out there.
That's Gabrielle Chen.
With the touch.
Gabrielle Chen. She's from Nova. She went 27.60. There's the times. Aaron's 4/10 back. Aaron's mom was a heck of a backstroker. All-American at Northwestern. One of the top backstrokers ever come out of the Wilmington Aquatic Club's Sea Tiger program. Ended up swimming down there, nation's capital. Married Bruce Gemmel. Now they have Aaron Gemmel. Bruce already has one son who won Olympic trials and went to the Olympics, and now it looks like he may have a daughter that does something special. Speaking of special, these young ladies are down and back. Andrea, Anna, Amaya, Madeline, Erin, Lucy, Caitlin, and Lauren. I know you saw their names on there. We're just looking to see who gets over quick. Looks like lane 5 to me. I'm not sure. That's Erin Langenberg out of Nova.
She had the best underwaters on that first wall, right about 14 meters.
Head's very still, dark cap. She comes in, good timing. 27.30. Not bad, not bad. We'll take it. The meet record here is Abby Carr. We've seen Abby's time a few times. She went 26.37 last year. And here come the championship finalists. Ann Boehm is back. We've seen her win already this week here. She's a great backstroker out of the Jersey Wahoos. In lane 4, wearing the black cap tonight.
Only seated less than 5/100ths of a second away from Alexandra there in lane 5.
Nice starts. They get up. They really like them there and back.
It gives you security and confidence knowing you're not going to slip off the first start, first wall.
Alexandra Dix maybe in the white cap, lane 5, might be back, down and back. And here comes the C final, the 13-year-old boys. Justin, Kim Long, Riley, Matthew, Toby, Joshua, James, and Gregory. You know, while we're waiting for these guys, I have to confess, we do have the men's NCAA live stream up, and in this heat, top seed of the 400 IM, one of our own NCSA guys, Alexander Seliskar.
Andrew Seliskar, yeah.
Andrew Seliskar. He was
top seed coming in tonight.
He's in a little bit of a battle now going into freestyle, but definitely not in the lead yet. You got lane 2 out there. That's not a gator, is it?
No.
Here come our guys in the B heat. You see some of those guys get way up. That ledge really helps them. Streamlining into water is so critical in that underwater dolphin. As Coach Daner is telling you that timing is everything. Practice at race speed. I don't know. Maybe your top seed, Colin McKenzie. I'm sorry, Beeler, Matthew Beeler. Matthew from Long Island, 26.45. Meanwhile, Stanford takes the 400 IM up in Minnesota. Divine. Wow, it was a nice drop for him. And a very nice swim for our boys in the C heat. So the B final stepping in, you'll see Thomas, Jacqueline, Gavin, Colin, Corey, Christopher, Ethan, and Nate. Now you see the referees looking over there. They're wearing Hawaiian tonight, aloha gear. You gotta love that.
Checking the toes on
yep,
everybody, making sure their foot is on the pad as well as the wedge.
That's the rule. You must have at least one big toe in contact with the pad. And they're off.
Tennessee breakout there for lane 2.
Saw that one, but I think Machines Colin McKenzie. A nice start and turn.
Got some long arms, holds on to a lot of water there.
And he does touch first. Colin goes 25.45.
And walking out the A final now.
Here comes the A final. These guys are going to have the 50 back speed on their minds. All right. We're going to get to see Samuel Bork and Joe Hayburn race in this 50 back. Bork, you heard, broke the record this morning. He went 23.94. Hayburn in lane 5 was his closest finisher. He went 24.50. Hayon, the other wave maker from Wisconsin, is in lane 6. And these guys are off. Nice breakout for Bork.
Clean entry on his start too. Got into the water real clean, not a whole lot of splash. Helps him maintain that speed through that breakout.
Coming to the wall. He continues 23.54.
Taking his own record down another half a second there.
Yeah. Yep. That's speed. There's everybody's time. That's some good speed. So the 11 and 12-year-olds now will be our next competitor, but I believe
we're moving on to the awards here. 50 fly and 50 back.
For the boys, 11 and 12, 50-yard butterfly, and 24th place, Luke Dyer. 23, Graham Tower. 22, Nathan Buckman. 21, Ryan Bradshaw. 20, Brian Wynn. 19, Henry Yao. 18, Timothy Murphy. 17, Eric Lambert. Sixteenth place, Alexander Gallagher. 15, Eduardo Santana. 14, Diego Rosario. 13, Daniel Vizan Esquivel. 12, Craig Bowman. 11, James Tao. 10, Morgan Sloan. 9th, Nolan Dunkel. And now your top 8 for the boys, 11 and 12, 50-yard butterfly. In 8th place, Holden Carter. 7, Evan Banaszewski. 6, John Moyer. Tied for 4th, Noah Dyer and Liam Rooney. 3rd, Isaac Sherman. 2nd, Dongyu Lee. And in first place for the boys, 11 and 12, 50-yard butterfly with a time of 25.81 seconds with Maverick Swim Club, Jaden Gamilla. For the girls, 13-14, 50-yard backstroke awards. Tied for 23rd place, Alexandra Gorecki and Amelia Jadrika. 22, Catherine Hallmark. 21, Amanda Ing. 20, Maren Kanzi. 19, Kiera Kennedy. 19, Aaron Gimmel. 17, Gabriella Chen. 16th, Lauren Malinowski. 15, Anna Whalen. 14, Madeline Wagoner. 13, Lucy Reber. 12, Andrea Ling. 11, Amaya Daniel. 10, Caitlin Suda. 9, Aaron Langenberg. And your top 8. In 8th place, Megan Mahalik. 7th, Tess Howley. 6th, Sarah Limbu. 5th, Tia Thomas. 4th, Allison Finska. 3rd, Peyton Meyer. 2nd, Alexandra Dix. And in first place for the girls, 13-14, 50-yard backstroke with a time of 26.75 seconds with the Jersey Wahoos and Beam. Event 74, awards for the boys, 13-14, 50-yard backstroke. In 24th place, Justin Kalka. 23, Riley Austin. 22, Kim Long Win. 21, James Savarese. 20, Joshua Schultz. 19, Gregory Nordum. 18, Toby Barnett. 17, Matthew Beeler. 16th place, Nate Pfeiffer. 15, Thomas Cho. 14, Jocelyn Revel. 13, Christopher Richardson. 12, Ethan Doudna. 11, Corey McCallick. 10, Gavin Wagner. 9th, Colin McKenzie. And your top 8. In 8th place, David Fitch. 7th place, Alec Filipovic. 6th, Andrew Eliason. 5th, Auburn Nugent. 4th, Diego Parra. 3rd, William Hagan. 2nd, Joe Hayburn. And in 1st place for the boys, 13-14, 50-yard backstroke with a time of 23.54 seconds. New record with Mid-Wisconsin Wavemakers, Samuel Mark.
And we are back. Thank you, Jackson. See the girls in the 200 individual medley lining up for the C final. Sarah, Beatrice, Hannah, Ella, Ava, Brooke, Abigail, and Brianna. These are our 11-year-old stars. And a star was the fastest amongst them this morning. Ella Kleiss, Southwest Stars, right nearby here in Orlando area.
For our viewers at home, we got a 50 of each stroke here. Just watch 2 50s individual, the fly in the back. Now they've got to be able to do all 4 50s in consecutive order, be able to put together their whole race here.
So these are really the most versatile athletes, and at a young age, it's great. You want all of your kids to be swimming the IM. I'm sure, Alex, you guys do some special IM drills.
Well, we do. Got Ella Kleiss out there taking out the butterfly at 29.8, moving on to the backstroke leg here.
Yep. And in the butterfly, certainly it was exciting to watch Ella. See what she does consistently. Well, for those of you with your 2 screens up, of course you're watching the men's 100 fly and trying to see what Caleb's going to do. You know, we got to admit, we're kind of Gator fans here. You know, Alex swam there. My son Quinn swam there.
Looks like Ava's moved up there in lane 5.
Lane 5, Ava Wolf. She's having a very nice breaststroke. She looked good. While Caleb turned in a 42.80, by the way, for his 100 fly. Oh, man. That's a pretty impressive swim.
I'm actually speechless.
That guy can do just about anything there. He's definitely someone, if you want to meet him, you can come up to Windermere, meet the great Caleb Dressel.
April 14th. Oh, Ella's taking her lead back on that breaststroke.
Yep.
We were just talking about how versatile these athletes are. We're talking about Caleb Dressel. He also has the fastest time in the 200 IM, 138.
Yeah. Well, Ava Wolf must be inspired. She is battling Ella Kleiss, the 2 of them. Who wants it? They're like, come on, let's go. Ava's in the dark cap in lane 5. And that's Ella, who's a little closer to you. Oh, it is Ella Kleiss from the Stars. She had a great swim, 2:17.58. Pretty exciting stuff. Those girls dropped quite a bit, 2-3 seconds. So we'll go to the B heat. Burlington, Hannah, Kaylee, Annie, Hope, Katarina, Christine, and Bailey. 200 IM, fly back breast and free. You know, we were talking the other night about the IM at one of the tier championships. They did the mystery IM heat. Did you catch that, Alex?
I did. I went back and rewatched it, yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. They took the 8 best IMers, put them out there, and
gave them a random selection of order of the race.
They didn't know what order they were swimming the strokes until they opened the envelope on the block. That was pretty cool. Good stuff from USA Swimming. B heats in the water. Annie Liu from Rockville on lane 4. She was the fastest out of this group this morning. Just barely, though. She went 2:17.5. Hope Wagner in 5 from Wake was 17.6 and 17.7. Long Island's Kaylee Simmons in lane 3. But these girls were all pretty close, and could be anybody's. The flyer from West, 28.27. That's Brooke. Is it Schneider? Katarina Schneider is from the West.
Best thing about watching the IM is you never know who has what leg of the race, who's got the strongest breaststroke or who has the strongest backstroke. Each 50 is something exciting, something new.
No doubt about that. Lane 7 and 2, that's Charters and Kelly. They touch together. Christine Kelly is out in lane 7. She's from St. Charles. And Hannah Charters from the Machine Aquatics, the Potomac Valley area up near Washington. But breaststroke is the telltale leg, is it not?
That it is. I've been caught and passed many a times on the breaststroke leg.
Many times your best IMers are your best breaststrokers, and it comes in that all-important third leg, but it takes up the most time, so you can make up the most ground. Lane 7, Miss Kelly is hanging on barely, as Simons. Great breaststroke split for her, 40.4, fastest in the field. Kaylee Simons from Long Island, lane 2. But lane 7's freestyle, that's Christine Kelly's freestyle strong. Looking at 2, looking at 7, 3, 6. But it's gonna be.
And 7, Kelly, 2:15.28.
Christine M. Kelly from the St. Charles swim team. There's everyone's time's up now. That was a nice drop for her. And let's see the championship finalists come up.
Swimming in lane 1 with Rockville Montgomery, Amy Ken. Lane 2 with Jersey Wahoo, Samantha Yerkes. Lane 3 unattached, Illinois, and Mary Grace King. Lane 5 with Tiger Aquatics, Abby Dunford. Lane 6 with St. Andrews, Aaron Miller. Lane 7 with Academy Bullets, Amanda Schmidt. Lane 8 with Great Lakes, Meredith Stewart. And your top seed in lane 4 with Long Island Aquatic, Bridget Yee.
Okay, Bridget Yee is back. She was 2:11.31, almost 3 full seconds ahead of the next fastest swimmer. Abby Dunford in 5, Mary Grace King in 3, Aaron Miller over in 6, representing St. Andrews Aquatics. Had a great swim this morning. She's a little tough one. I saw the 11 and 12 girls relay get the gold. They were open up our show tonight. First on the awards podium. Bridget Yee, boy, she is strong in every stroke, Alex, and right in the center of the pool. She is first. 28.11, 28.16 for Dunford.
Butterfly almost looks effortless for her.
Abby Dunford, of course, we've called her name a bit. She's out of Louisiana, Tiger Aquatics. She's got that yellow cap on, just to Bridget's left. But, you know, we saw Bridget's breaststroke. I'm thinking this is where she is likely going to make her move.
Here she goes.
Her backstroke was 32.5, not bad. Still the fastest backstroker at 1:00.70, but see her just step on the water. Turn those heels out, press it straight back, and glide the way you were talking about. Very, very tough competitor here on a great breaststroke leg.
The distance she's about to make here on the breaststroke between her and her competitors, she's going to really take advantage of on the freestyle. She needs to start swimming freestyle, one of the fastest strokes while everybody's finishing up in breaststroke.
Yep. She went 37.04. Almost 2 seconds faster than the next best breaststroker, 3 or 4 faster than some.
You're going to see a swim under 2:10, probably 2:07, 2:08 maybe. It's going to be a really good swim for her.
She is not letting up, coming into the wall. King close, but it's Yee. 2:09.61. Mary Grace King touches second with a great 30.6 freestyle leg, and she goes 2:11.5. There's her times. There's everybody's time.
Breaking that 2:10 barrier. Talking about barriers earlier. Getting under 2:10 for 11, 12 girls is a really good one to make a goal.
Boy, I'll say, getting under 2:10 in my high school team's a pretty good goal for the IM. Much less 11 and 12. Geez, that was some great swims. Very, very good swims all the way through. So we have the boys' individual medley. Here's the 11-year-olds in the C heat. Liam, Alexandru, Timothy, Calix, Wesley, Tyler, Brian, and Charles.
Like we got lane 3 here. Timothy taking out this 200 IM. Pretty strong butterfly leg here.
That's a strong 29.69 for the youngster from Annapolis. And of course, out there on the outside in lane 7, Brian Wynn from Andover YMCA All-Stars. He was a good fly leg, and lane 8 on the outside of him, Charles Greenwood from NCAP.
Slowly making his way up.
Those guys are trying to close in. We'll see who's got the breaststroke. Murphy still with the lead. He goes 35 flat on his backstroke. Fastest in the field. 1:04 at the halfway mark. And he looks pretty strong in his breaststroke. You know, he's holding on. He's holding on. Tim Murphy. He probably had a pretty good week last week with St. Patrick's Day. You know, we talked about Tim Murphy, namesake, great Penn State coach, up there with our friends in Minnesota. But this Timothy Murphy, 39.5. Very strong.
Very strong.
Determined young man. This is a very good drop from Murphy. I love the way he's going into these turns. He is not letting up. It doesn't matter that he's leading by 5 yards.
Be a great swim from an 11-year-old here.
Well, he went 2:20 this morning. Look at the clock, 14:15. His time, 2:15.19.
Coming home with 30.9.
5-second drop. McCormick second. Win third. That's that'll do it for the C Heat. Here's your boys in the B. Daniel, Benjamin, Nolan, Adriano, Jameson, Dungyu, Andrew, and Eduardo. Okay. Rockville Montgomery had an 11-year-old Adriano Ariati. We've talked about Adriano. Even though he's at the bottom of the age group, he doesn't need that bonus heat. He went 2:13.52, which is the fastest out of this group from the morning session. Again, this is such a cool event. You get to do all the strokes. Butterfly, backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle in that order. Strong butterfly over there in lane number 6. Mr. Lee, 27.57. Wesley Lee out of Rockville.
We got the 400 IMs coming up after this. A little bit longer of each event, each stroke.
Oh yeah, that'll be a good one. We have the 8 fastest 13 and 14-year-olds coming into the meet. Each of them will take their turn at 100 yards of each. Ackerley, he goes 31.97. Benjamin Ackerley from Nova, lane 2, to take over the lead after backstroke.
I love how the arena always erupts when people move into the breaststroke leg. They can hear you, their heads up. Everybody starts yelling at the top of their lungs.
Well, you know, it is a big crowd up there. We have not only in the stands, we have VIP parent seating. We have a nice group of supporters here. At the end of the breaststroke leg, that's the young one, Ariati.
38.8 for the 11-year-old.
Adriano, nice swim he's putting together.
Going into the freestyle leg on top of the world, lining up his last turn.
Well, he was 2:13 this morning, and he is looking to be a lot faster right here as he's closing in at the touch. 2:10.32. Dunkel second with an 11.5, just ahead of Ackerley. There's the official times. Take It Live guys are with it. They get them up there for you. And now we're going to be with the championship finalists.
Swimming in lane 1 with Rockville Montgomery, Liam Rooney. Lane 2 with Rockville Montgomery, Fletcher Bounce. Lane 3 with Jersey Wahoos, James Tao. Lane 5 with Maverick Swim Club, Jaden Gamilla. Lane 6 with Ultimate Swimming, Jeffrey Hu. Lane 7 with Great Lakes, Ben Davis. Lane 8 with Academy Bullets, Isaac Sherman. And your top seed in lane 4 with Patriot Aquatic, Jaden Heinlein.
They are off.
Yeah, both Jaden's in the middle of the pool here, lane 4 and lane 5.
Jaden Heinlein was the fastest swimmer this morning from Patriot in Illinois, 2:08.23. Mavericks also an Illinois club, 2:09.0 for Jaden Gamilla. He puts an extra E in his name, and he spells it 2 D's and an A-N, but I guess they're both Jaden. It's kind of a cool name. Gamilla is the one with the lead at the 50 fly, 26.82.
Ben Davis, who's an outside smoke from an earlier heat, he's also out there. He's second right now.
Didn't put anything past him. He's from a fine team up there. Great Lakes Sailfish, long history of fast swimming. And center of the pool there, lane 5 actually. Camilla with the white cap. How does that turn? He did the crossover turn. He was the only guy out under a minute, 59.2 with a 32.4 backstroke.
Looks like he got a really good breaststroke leg too.
He does look strong. We've seen him in the breaststroke.
I'm not sure anybody's going to be able to catch him, but the race for second will be a close one. Yeah, Ben Davis out there.
Well, and
Jaden here in lane 4.
Yep, but boy, Camilla, 35.4 on his breaststroke. He turns at 134. He was only 208 this morning, 209. He's going, unless he stops, he's going to crush that tonight.
That breaststroke split alone was 3 seconds faster than anybody in the field.
Wow.
Really put it on that third 50.
Well, he does have it going on right here. And at the touch, 2:05.84. Very impressive swim for Jaden Gamilla. There's everybody's times. And Townley Haas, one of our graduates, just went under 30, 129.5 to win the 200 free.
Second swim under 130 for the history of swimming. First time anybody has been under.
Catherine Blake, lane 5 with City of Richards. Sophia Todd, lane 6 with Nation's Capital, Eleanor Sun. Lane 7 with Nation's Capital, Paige McKenna. Lane 8 with Academy Bullets, Madeline Winnig. And your top seeded swimmer in lane 4 with Rockville Montgomery, Abby Carr.
Abby Carr. Oh boy, we've heard that name a few times. Okay. This is the 400 individual medley fastest 8 qualifiers. Abby came into the meet with a 4:24.41. So, not bad. You know, it's a pretty fast heat. See the first 50 of fly, nice and smooth. That's Sun over in lane 6. Eleanor Sun from the NCAT team. In the 400 IM this morning, Alexa Wagner was the fastest swimmer. She went 4:27.84, which was a very good swim. She's from the Jersey Wahoos.
Sophia taking it out, the first 100 butterfly, 58.6. One of 2 girls in the field to be under a minute on that first 100 fly.
Very strong. Here you have Todd. That's Sophia Todd from City of Richardson. This morning, Wagner was out first. She was a 102. So these girls are definitely a little bit ahead of our lead swimmer coming into this one.
Abby Carr has made her move here on the backstroke leg, outsplitting the next person by 2 seconds, putting herself in the first place spot right now.
Well, we are definitely aware of her backstroke. She's been strong this entire meet. Nice and smooth, and it's deceiving how fast she's going. She's got that slow turnover, but that water is just moving. She touches, she goes 31.5 on that 50. She's 2:04 halfway through. 2:04. So at 400 IM, what are you telling these guys when they get to this breaststroke leg?
On the breaststroke leg, I mean, I'm lucky to have a lot of really talented breaststrokers, natural breaststrokers. They got to go to their legs here on the breaststroke. Breaststroke, negative splitting each 100, getting faster on the second 50 of the hundreds.
Now, when you say negative split, certainly the swimming geeks out there know what you're talking about. But for those maybe not, it means that the second 50 of each stroke you're trying to make faster than the first. So, in other words, Abby's breaststroke was 38.64. If her coach is working on this process with her, she'd be 38 flat or 37.5 or something.
A little bit more advanced from the go out fast and come back faster.
Mr. Powell, yeah, Dick Schulberg, the great IM coach that he is, always instilled in his IMers that type of philosophy. Was you wanted to be fast on the front end but not kill it, and then the second 50 of each stroke. I remember years ago him teaching that technique. Well, Abby took over a big lead there. She went 38.9, fairly even on her breaststroke, 3:21 at the turn, which is a good 6 seconds ahead of where Alexa was this morning.
I'm willing to bet breaststroke isn't her best stroke, though. It's not bad, but I guarantee you she's still got some work to do in her breaststroke.
Oh, yeah, no, but that's one of the things all these young swimmers still have work to do. And if they can do it with a smile on their face and understand what it's all about, she is 30.6 there in her first 50 of freestyle. Not bad at all.
Personally, I like to see my kids come back the same last 100, the same as their first 100 they went out butterfly. So coming back freestyle, what you went out in your butterfly. She was out 59, so she's right on pace to do something similar to that.
Well, she's not being challenged. She's got another gold medal. Abby Carr, 4:23.02. Catching a little extra air. The rest of your finishers coming in. Todd was second, Sun was third. There you go. There's your time. Last heat of the night, Alex. 400 IM, championship finalists.
Swimming in lane 1 with Nation's Capital, Cole Greenberg. Lane 2 with Nation's Capital, Joshua Wolfson. Lane 3 with Mid-Wisconsin, Samuel Bork. Lane 5 with Rockville, Montgomery, Sean Santos. Lane 6 with Ole, Michael Cooper. Lane 7 with Rockville, Montgomery, Jason Hernandez Fuentes. Lane 8 with Long Island Aquatic, Juan Carlos Castrillon. And lane 4, the top-seeded swimmer from the city of Richards, Giovanni Linscher.
Okay, you see Giovanni Linscher, City of Richardson. He's the #1. What is it? What was it? Chief Agitator? He is the #1 seed going into this timed final event. Our last race of the night, John Polito was 4:16.78 to lead those who swam this morning in this event.
We've got Samuel Bork out here in lane 3, though. We know he's got a really good butterfly leg and backstroke. We'll see what his breast and free looks like after that.
Well, this is his third swim of the night. The wave maker certainly has shown us some speed with the 50s. And this will be a totally different race. He is out strong with a 24.71.
Newfound confidence that he's been out 22.
22 and a 50 fly at 14. I'm going to see more of this young man. Talked about the guys swimming at NC2As. I'm sure that's a dream for young Mr. Bork. 29.4, 54.20 at the 100. Right, Wolfson, a couple guys in there, and Greenberg in lanes 2 and 1 respectively, giving chase. Over there in lane number 6, That's Michael Cooper. We shouldn't go to sleep on the Mini Coop, I'll tell you. His breaststroke's gonna be pretty special here. He's got a nice back, he's grabbing it there. Coop has the fastest 50 back with 30.60.
You asked me earlier about what I tell my kids at these meets and finding the right race to be in. Cooper has done a fantastic job of figuring out the race was on this side of the pool, getting with those guys, going out with those guys, and putting himself in position to take the lead here.
Oh yeah, he's on it. He can afford to do a big open turn there. 30.08, 157.11 for Coop. And this is what his 200 breaststroke. You talk about glide. It's just power and then slide. It's all tempo. It's all feeling. Finish that kick and reach righty so that your body's actually moving through the water just as fast or faster while you're actually saving up some of your energy. Look at that. Textbook breaststroke. 33.80.
Nothing better than having your whole team at the end of the lane, though, there to cheer you on. Swimming doesn't hurt at that point, doesn't take any energy. You're doing it for your team.
Well, I can promise you the Oakland Live Wires are one of the best teams in this nation for many years, and Jeff Cooper, crazy as he is, does an excellent job up there, and he's the epitome of a dedicated swim coach and gives to this organization. Michael is reaping the benefits of that fatherhood. Figure 34.66, 3:05.57. He could go under 4 minutes. Well, he'd have to be 54, but he's going to be right down around 4 minutes. We'll see how fast his first 50 of freestyle is. Second place is Lynn Shearer. He had a good breaststroke. He's at 3:10. It's hard for the Take It Live guys to keep him in the picture.
Coming into the last 50, big turn there.
So he's 28.6. He's still 4.2 seconds over. I think he just looked at the clock.
Probably.
He's going to be right down around that 4 minutes. You know, he came in, his best time going into this meet was 4:12.53.
He's going to destroy that.
And I know that their team has emphatically pointed towards this meet, and this young man is one we're going to see for many years ahead. Woo! 4:01.65. Nice swim, Coop. Bork gets a 4:07.36. He crushes the record, Cooper does. It was 4:11.78, Chris Ma. You take 10 seconds off the record. I'll tell you, Alex, it's been quite a night here. I want to thank you for coming. We're going to close out our show. Remind you that tomorrow morning, 8:30 we'll be live, and then tomorrow night at 5:15 we're back. Action Jackson's going to take some awards, but thank you very much.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
And we appreciate the Windermere Lakers. Don't forget the back Crutchfield. Where do they go to get the info?
Everyoneswims.org.
Everyoneswims.org. Over to the awards. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you.
Brooke Manecki. 19, Hannah Carr. 18, Ava Wolf. 17, Ella Kleiss. Sixteenth place, Hope Wagoner. 15, Burlington Bocos. 14, Bailey Racky. 13, Annie Liu. 12, Kaylee Simons. 11, Katarina Schneider. 10, Hannah Charters. 9, Christine Kelly. And your top 8. 8th place, Meredith Stewart. 7, Amy Ken. 6, Amanda Schmidt. 5th, Samantha Yerkes. 4th, Abby Dunford. 3rd, Erin Miller. 2nd, Mary Grace King. And in first place for the girls, 11 and 12, 200 IM with a time of 2 minutes 9.61 seconds from Long Island Aquatic, Bridget Yee. Now for the boys, 11 and 12, 200 IM. In 23rd place, Alexandru Cuckoo. 22, Wesley Lee. 21, Charles Greenwood. 20, Liam Sheeran. 19, Brian Wynn. 18, Calix McCormick. 17, Timothy Murphy. In 16th place, Dongyu Lee. 15, Eduardo Santana. 14, Jameson Vanderloo. 13, Andrew Zakata. 12th, Daniel Wang. 11, Benjamin Ackerley. 10, Nolan Dunkel. 9th, Adriano Ariati. And now your top 8. In 8th place, Jeffrey Ho. 7th, Isaac Sherman. 6th, Liam Rooney. 5th, James Dow. 4th, Fletcher Bounce. 3rd, Ben Davis. 2nd, Jaden Heinlein. And in first place for the boys, 11 and 12, 200-yard IM with a time of 2 minutes 5.84 seconds with Maverick Swim Club, Jaden Gamilla. For the girls, 13-14, 400 IM. 24th place, Clara Tar. 23rd, Santa Peterson. 22nd, Madeline Wagoner. 21, Kiara Seeley. Tied for 19th, Sydney Bear and Ava McGillis. 18th, Alexis Mueller. 17, Paige Collins. 16, Ella Myers. 15th, Rachel Bello. 14th, Katie O'Connell. 13th, Catherine Blake. 12th, Ann McAvoy. 11th, Madeline Winnig. 10th, Lillian Devereaux. 8th, Ann Beam. And now your top 8. Lucy Melees. 7th, Paige McKenna. 6th, Lydia Palmer. 5th, Nina Mullen. 4th, Alexandra Wagoner. 3rd, Eleanor Sun. 2nd, Sophia Todd. And in first place for the girls, 13-14, 400 IM with a time of 4 minutes, 23.02 seconds. New record from Rockville, Montgomery, Abby Carr. For the boys, 13-14, 400 IM, and 24th place, Ian Goldberg. 23rd, Ethan Marlowe. 22nd, Peter Sia. 21, Justin Yee. 20, Griffin Chamel. 19, Tyler Spillane. 18, Toby Barnett. 17, Mackenzie McDonald. 16, Grayson Wright. 15, Anthony Wong. 14, Nate Pfeiffer. 13, Ian Donahue. 12, Alvin Tsai. 11, Michael Liu. 10, Roman Langer. 9, Juan Carlos Castellan. 8th, Cole Greenberg. 7th, Jason Hernandez Fuentes. 6th, John Paletto. 5th, Sean Santos. 4th, Joshua Wolfson. 3rd, Giovanni Lincier. 2nd, Samuel Bork. And in first place for the boys, 13-14, 400-yard IM with a time of 4 minutes, 1.65 seconds. New record for the Ole's Michael Cooper. We got one more day. I hope everyone's enjoying it. We'll be back here at 6:30 in the morning for warm-ups, 8:30 start time on prelims for day 4 NCSA Age Group Swimming Championships 2018. Everyone have a good night.